Ramadan begins, and something feels different. Have you ever started Ramadan feeling spiritually strong, but by the middle of the month you feel like you are just surviving the fast? The first days feel powerful. You wake up for suhoor with energy. Your prayers feel deeper. The Quran feels alive. Your heart feels softer. You tell yourself, this Ramadan will be different. But then something happens. A week later, the energy drops. The motivation disappears. The focus fades. The night prayers feel heavy. You start doing the minimum again. And many people quietly ask themselves a question they don't say out loud. Why did I lose it? If you felt this before, let me ask you something honestly. Have you ever started Ramadan feeling spiritually strong, but by the middle of the month you feel like you are just surviving the fast? You're not alone. And the reason is not what most people think. Most people think the problem is laziness or weak faith. But psychology tells us something different. The first days of Ramadan are powered by novelty. Your brain experiences something new routines, new prayers, new schedule, new spiritual intention. Novelty releases dopamine. It creates motivation. This is why the first days feel powerful. But here is the problem. Novelty always fades. Your brain adapts. The routine becomes normal again. And suddenly the spiritual energy you felt feels harder to access. So the real question becomes this. Were you depending on emotion, or were you building structure? Because emotions rise and fall, but structure stays. Think about this for a second. In the first days of Ramadan, many people say things like, I will read a lot of Quran. I will pray more. I will be better this Ramadan. But what does that actually mean? How many pages? At what time? For how long? Without structure, motivation slowly disappears. But Ramadan was never meant to run on motivation. It runs on discipline. Even the 5 daily prayers teach this lesson. They are not based on mood. They are based on time. Whether you feel spiritual or not, the time comes and you stand. Ramadan works the same way. The people who keep their Ramadan strong are not the people who feel motivated every day. They are the people who protect a few consistent acts. Maybe it's 10 minutes of Quran every day. Maybe it's 2 extra rak'ah every night. Maybe it's making sincere duha after Fajr. Small acts, protected acts, consistent acts. Ask yourself this question. What is the one act in Ramadan that you refuse to drop no matter how tired you feel? Not 10 things, just one. Because when you protect one act consistently, something powerful happens. Your identity changes. You stop seeing yourself as someone trying to be better. You start seeing yourself as someone who shows up. And that is where real transformation happens. But here is something many people forget. Even if your Ramadan started strong and then became weak, the story is not over. Because the last 10 nights of Ramadan are not normal nights. They are the most powerful nights of the entire month. Within those nights is Laylatul Qadr, a night better than 1,000 months. Think about that for a moment. One night can change the weight of your entire life. So if you feel like your Ramadan slipped, if you feel like you lost the energy, don't give up now. In reality, the most important part of Ramadan might still be ahead of you. Sometimes people start Ramadan strong and finish weak. But sometimes the opposite happens. Sometimes a person struggles in the beginning, and then something shifts in the last 10 nights. Their heart softens. Their focus returns. Their sincerity grows. And those nights become the most meaningful nights of their Ramadan. So let me ask you one final question. If the most powerful nights are still coming, why quit now? Protect one small act. Show up every night, even if it's just for a few minutes. Because Ramadan does not reward the people who start strong. It rewards the people who continue when the feeling disappears. And maybe, the moment you feel like giving up is exactly the moment your real Ramadan begins.